guys, welcome back to The Bright Side. Macy here, the Bright Side Girl, and today I am doing my Children's Classic TBR. So I only have 6 books here because I try to read at least one children's classic a month, and these are the main ones that I want to read for the rest of the year since we are now almost in July. Most of these are Barnes & Noble classic editions, and that's kind of why I want to read them, because they're really pretty. And I have a special shelf for favorites that I won't put things on until I've read them, obviously. And so I definitely need to get to these soon. I may or may not read these in order, but I definitely want to start off with Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie. This edition is just so beautiful with the blue leather and the Netherland map, and Barnes & Noble is just the best. But this is a relatively short book. This is the one I hope to read by the end of the month. I'm filming this in June, but I'm not sure when I'm going to post it, so I may already be done with this guy. But I don't think I ever read this as a kid, even though I loved the movie and the plays and like all that kind of stuff. So I hope to read it very soon, especially because I have a bucket load of Peter Pan retellings and Hook retellings and all of that stuff that I want to get to. I don't want to read them until I am sure that I have read Peter Pan. So I obviously don't need to explain what this book is about. Magic, fairies, pirates, never growing up, whimsical wonderfulness. Then I want to get to The Borrowers by Mary Norton. This is another tiny little classic book. I am pretty positive that I read this one as a kid. It's about like little people, like tiny little people that are like the size of mice that live, and how they live, and they like live in your house, and they use fun things for their everyday living, like they sit on spools of thread for their chairs and things like that. So it's about their lives and their interactions, and I think this is a series of at least a few books, but definitely want to get back to this one. Then I want to read The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling. I always say his name wrong. Beautiful Barnes & Noble edition with gold pages, green leather, and jungly end papers. And I have never read this one. I've watched the Disney cartoon, maybe like one of the live action adaptations, but I'm not sure. So I'm really excited because I want to read this one and then watch everything all over again, because that's always something fun to do. Before the end of the summer, I'd really like to get to Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevens. This one, look at this. This might be like my prettiest book of all time. It's got this shiny gold, red leather, pretty spine. End papers are so much fun with their skulls, and the art in here is really cool. This is one of like the original pirate tales, and I really don't think that I've read this one as a kid, and it's just really cool. So we learn all about like Long John Silver, who is really popular and has inspired many different pirates, and like some of the things that came from like Pirates of the Caribbean, they were like influenced by Treasure Island. And I don't think I've seen the Muppet movie either, so I need to watch that as well. But yeah, piratey goodness, kids going on nautical journeys, like that is just so up my alley. So I'm really particularly excited to read this one. Then I have The BFG by Roald Dahl, because I have only read Matilda by Roald Dahl, so I really need to get on that, and I want to watch the movie so bad, but again, I'm going to read the book before I watch the movie. So this is about a giant who befriends a little girl, and so this is the big friendly giant. But yeah, just a really fun one to read. And lastly, I want to read Robin Hood by Howard Pyle. This is the biggest one on my list. I think this one is children's, but I'm not entirely sure. It might be more like of a YA. Yeah, this is the Merry Adventures of Robin Hood. So it's got all different tales of Robin Hood. So this edition is awesome. It's got like the rose gold pages, it's green leather, and it has the pretty forest font on it. But this one has like individual tales of Robin Hood in it, and I love anything about Robin Hood. When I was younger, I particularly liked that like Renaissance period. I still have a fondness for it in my heart, but especially when I was younger, I really loved it. I loved the movie, I loved the cartoon, all of this goodness that goes along. And there's a new Robin Hood movie coming out, so I clearly need a refresher because I've never read this book before, and it looks really good. If you guys haven't seen it, go watch the trailer, because it got me really excited to read this, and I went out and bought this like right after I saw the trailer for it, because I just need this in my life. And that is all for my children's TBR for the rest of the year. I might read some more, but that's all that I have planned for now. Let me know if you guys have read any of these books, what you thought of them, what is on your list. Do you like to read children's classics like me? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to chat with you about it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time on The Bright Side. Bye!